feels is the toughest task?
I don't think it's actually the toughest task, to be honest. I think that it's about your mind, you know. I think some of us think that you have to hit the ball to actually get runs, and space is always there. But I think that the partnership with Dottin and I was very crucial. We lost those wickets and we needed to rebuild, and I think that we actually did that, and that was fantastic.
And now you will keep a close eye on the next game.
Sorry.
The next game, England, Pakistan, that will decide your fate.
Yeah, we hope that it's actually on our side where England win and it goes through. But at least we did what we had to, which was to win. So we can't really do anything on that side. So we just have to wait.
What sort of wicket is this? And did you find to play easy on that wicket?
Yeah, I think it was a bit easier than where we were last, and but I think India actually got the better half of the wicket. But I think they did some smart bowling against us, and if we ended up with 115, and we knew that we have to bowl tight because and our plan was to get Matali Raj early, and that's what happened, to push them back, and I think that was good.
It came really close at the end, and when you got 115, did you think that you were okay defending it, given that your bowling has been quite effective throughout the tournament?
Yeah, we were actually hoping 100 and 25, 30 really, but we didn't get that. And 115, we knew that with the bowling that we do have, we have to try and see how much we could minimize them in the first six, not to let them get away. And then we could actually pull back the game. And after the first six, I think we actually did a good job. And but in the end, they kind of pull away, and we pull back, and I think it was a good game.
And also, in terms of batting, it's been quite inconsistent, except for batting like yourself, that you've been pretty much scoring and taking, like the 4-runner for scoring every game.
I didn't get that.
No,
sorry.
I mean, do you think that there's a lot of inconsistency in the batting, and you have to in most games at least take the lead?
Yeah, I think one of we're not getting the consistency that we actually want from the top order. Hence that, most of us have to try and dig deep in the innings, and hence you get those I think low total because we don't get the start that we actually want. But I think that we it's a different ball game now. If hopefully we in the semifinals, we just have to go out there and bring our A game.
Is it the biggest crowd that you have played in front of?
I wouldn't think it's the biggest crowd. I think it's one off. I think when I was in the WBBL, which is the Big Bash, I think the crowd there was fantastic also.
And when Jordan hit that 6 outcomes, was it in the middle, and was it about not repeating the mistakes you did against England?
Yeah, I was actually thinking, how could I let this happen again? But I mean, I actually know how to bowl to her. It's just that sometimes when you're in a tense situation, things just get out of hand. And we knew that we had to get her out. And I think, to actually win the game, because she's a fantastic striker of the ball. And I think she did well for them. And I think, me pulling back the game there to give Deandra a 10 run was actually good. There wasn't really any talk, really. I just decided that I'm the more experienced one to bowl the penultimate over, and I know that if I could get Deandra runs to work with, she will definitely pull it off, and I think 10 runs on the board. I mean, I could have or should have, tried to give her more. It didn't happen, but I think that 10 runs there was she could actually do that.
You've been in great touch with the bat yourself. Has something clicked during this tournament for you?
I think it's just, playing my natural game. I know that the team depends on me highly up at the top there and to bat most of the overs, which is actually the aim really to, to get the team to a good start and, end well. So that's the role that, I've been given to play.
We have gone, but a lot of positives for even this tournament. The way the girls have played has really been inspiring on TV and in the ground.
Yeah, I think though we could not make it to the semis, I think I'm quite proud of the girls, the way the 3 games have gone. Each time, there was challenges. They got the game back, the team back into the game. Though there is always slip-ups in the game, it happens. But I think with these experience, I'm sure these girls in the coming tournaments will be able to handle pressure better.
And personally concerned about your own form,
Well, yeah, as expected, not like very high performance, but though I was among runs, yes, when the team really looks up to you, maybe this tournament wasn't as great as expected. But again, this is a T20 format. You can't really be very consistent in it. Ups and downs are part of this format. But I guess, yeah, somewhere in these 3 games, we I guess the batting unit was not really coordinating. We have some players who stood up, scored those very useful 20s, but we haven't got somebody who can really take the team along, or the one who's been in the form on that particular day was not able to carry forward that form. That is something we need to work on.
And in Australia, run making was heavy. Do you think these pitches kind of held back your stroke makers?
Well, yeah, Australian wickets are good batting tracks. It doesn't really change much to when you play in the second innings, and the spinners really don't have much on the Australian wickets. Whereas in Indian wickets, you have something for the spinners as well as for the batters, and it's all about in such big events. It's very important that what is going good for the team, you need to be consistent in that department. Though as a fielding unit, we were inconsistent, I would say, because at the crucial times when we thought we were squeezing them for runs, we let down those slip-ups in the boundaries. Somewhere I felt those few runs could have costed us.
Fielding and also fitness, like we saw West Indies converting ones into twos. You girls could not do much. Do you think time has come for some kind of professionalism when it comes to fitness and coaching setup?
Well, yes, because see, now it's something that we need to work on as far as planning strategies and asking the girls to work on their fitness, more of running between the wickets, and at the crucial times how to have a composed mind, because that's also very important. That run out where had Julian stood her end, probably we would have lost Shika, but Julian, who was going very good, we wouldn't have lost her. So that is something, is the difference between the very good side who keep their calm, and then we somewhere have managed, just could not do it.
Do you believe that Indian women's cricket is catching up with the rest of the world, or do you think it's slipping behind?
Well, with this performance, I think we are not on par with them, but yes, the girls have done very well. It's just a matter of pulling off one or important games that will give them a lot of confidence, like how we did in Australia. It's just that when it comes to the World Cup, there will always be pressure, and the girls need to accept that and work around it, because even in the 2013 World Cup, when it is a very important match, somewhere we just lose grip of it.
Mithali, there is a lot of talk was going on about this wicket. Did you find anything wrong in this which you played?
Well, I don't think so, because ours is the first game, and even maybe few deliveries were keeping low, but then the pace of the wicket was no different to what it was in the first innings to the second innings.
Lastly, going forward, but now the focus shifts to qualification for the World Cup. Busy calendar ahead.
Yes, we are looking forward for the one-day World Cup, and I'm sure again the work starts from the beginning that we prepare for the World Cup. I'm sure that the girls will take a lot of positives from here and have to work on that format. We have a couple of series against Pakistan and West Indies, and then we get into the World Cup.
Mithali, the crowd that was here, maybe when you guys, when you started to bat, was that by far the best crowd or the largest crowd you all have played?
We have also faced a lot of people turned up for a India-Pakistan match in Delhi too. So I think it was a very good experience for all of them to play in such a crowded stadium, because usually women's cricket don't attract that much. But I guess somewhere it's the game of the girls have played that has attracted a lot of people to actually come and support us.
How was it, when you heard Jeetega bhai Jeetega, India Jeetega, and the crowd cheering you guys?
Well, at some point, we actually, when we are on the ground, we are completely zoned out because we need to focus on the game. But I'm sure the girls would have enjoyed that atmosphere. Thank you.